Okay. I know I look crazy right now. Let me flip it this way. I know I look crazy right now because it's a police in front of me and I'm on my phone recording. I'm such a fucking G, bro. Look. So, I am an overthinker. I am a procrastinator. And I am a warrior. And I have suffered from insecurities. And I have suffered from self-doubt. And I tried to come up with so many different ways of like how I want to vlog, how I want to run my business, how I want to do this, how I want to, be presented to the world, how I want to look to the world, and all this good stuff. And somehow, some way, I end up falling short because I overthink too much. And I have always felt in my spirit to just do it because I can do it. It's just I overthink too much. That's my issue. I look cute right now. And also, I'm about to get to the point real fast. I'm about to get to the point. But I just want to spill my guts out while I have the courage. While I have the courage to do so. So, and a lot of some feedback I have gotten from people I've been close with is people only know me on a very surface level. People don't really understand my personality or I have this very mysterious flair to me, or let me say to my social media. Even in person I do. But in person I'm even more understood because I overthink and I have a hard time articulating what I really want to say, and I don't like stepping on people's toes. And I've suffered from depression and anxiety and all those things, so I'm the type of person where I just like to keep my mouth shut and keep it moving. However, that suppression and repression, it builds up over time to the point where I get super anyways, I am doing this because I really want to vlog my experience moving back to Mississippi. I'm moving back to Mississippi for a good month, 2 or 3 or 4. But God told me to commit to a month. So that's what I'm doing. And the crazy thing is, around this time last year, my ancestors, they placed it in my spirit, you need to move back home. And home is Hattiesburg, Mississippi. They placed it in my spirit, you need to move back home. But I ended up getting a dance internship, and I had at that time I had it in my head where I really want to focus on getting back into my dance bag, or not even tapping back into my dance bag and understanding how the dance industry works, because I know how the film industry work here, I know how the music industry work here, I know how creative shit work here, whatever. But I ended up getting that opportunity, so I was just let me stick with it. And then the COVID situation, pandemic happened. Okay, before we get too deep into the video, I would just like to say that I mess up a few words, and I refuse to, 1, record it over, and 2, for you guys to hear how I said it. So if you hear a few voiceovers or whatever, just roll with it and laugh with me while I laugh at my pain, okay? Okay. So, like I said, God placed in my spirit to move back home, but, the pandemic happened, so, and, I didn't want to, all my family's in Mississippi and Louisiana, and I didn't want to, bring anything back, especially with the reputation that we have here in Atlanta. So the idea kind of just, and I was God, when it's time for me to do so, place it back in my spirit. So, funny enough, went to Miami, and then when I came back from Miami, around December 18th, I went to Miami, and when I came back, God placed in my spirit, okay, move back. I was like, okay, this is the time. I talked to my mom about it. She was like, go for it, do it, whatever. And I knew that I knew it was going to happen. I knew it, and there's no better time than now to do it, especially, I'm such like a big family person. I'm really big on family. I'm really big on spirituality. I'm really big on like art. I'm really big on like purpose and, always seeking answers of why I'm here in this world. And I'm always spirit-led, if that makes sense. So I knew that it was going to be a time where I would have to move back home in order to connect better with my roots and understand who I am as a person, because I want to say in the last 2.5, 3 years, I've been battling, with depression and battling like, what I'm gonna do, who am I, like asking those questions like, who am I, what am I here for, how do I, work with my gifts, what are my gifts, what are my talents, what do I really want to do, what do I want, and battling those thoughts have left me stagnant. But on the flip side, I see the good of it, because I needed that break. Like, I did a lot of shadow work to the point it caused me to like just shut down and not produce anything. However, to be generous with myself, I have been working on myself and I have been producing things. It just haven't been at the speed that I want it to be at. You know what I'm saying? So I've been putting myself in position where I can understand that blockage better and why it's not flowing for me the way that I want to, and what I'm talking about. Read between the lines, you guys, because I'm a Cancer and I like talking in between the lines. So hopefully you can keep up or whatever. But yeah, so where was I at? I'm outside, y'all. I'm outside the beauty supply store. Angie's. I'm trying to get some lashes because I'm about to do like a shoot. And y'all see this big ass bump. Anyway, so yeah, where was I? I spent like 3 years, figuring shit out, and I feel like God gave me that time. Like God put me in position, because God is universal. God is just not a he or a she. God is of masculine and feminine energy. So I'm just gonna, the creator of the source, God, the universe. Anyway, God put me in position to where I can find myself. Like, I went through a lot of phases of like struggling artist. Nobody support me, man. Like, I went through that phase. I went through, I'm a hippie. I went through, fuck everybody phase. Like, I've been through that phase or whatever. I worked in the club scene. I worked in film. I worked in dance. I worked in music. I worked in, what else kind of scene? Like, I know the ins and out of Atlanta, and the only thing that I freaking want, I have everything. I have the resources. I have connects. Like, I'm very blessed. But, the reality of it, and the very hard pill to swallow, was like, I wasn't happy with myself. Like, God literally, before the situation happened, where it wasn't even the situation, before I literally went on like a strike of getting rid of everything. Like, I was 23. I would never, y'all, I'm 26 now. I would never forget this ever a day in my life. On my 23rd birthday, I was sitting in the car because my mom just had an argument, and I was crying. I'm Cancer, y'all. I'm very sensitive. I was crying, and I said, God, get rid of everything. Whatever, get rid of everything. Script me. Script me. I want to get rid of everything. I want to get to the core of who I am, because you've given me a glimpse of what life can be. Like I'm a model, like I've traveled doing my own, like I get paid, like you have given me a glimpse. Like I'm not lacking anything. I'm surrounded around the right people. Like you've given me a glimpse of what life could be like, but I know that I need to do that work. In order for me to do that work, strip everything of me. Like I need an ego death. I didn't know that was a term at the time, and I didn't know anything about shadow work or anything like that. I didn't know the terminology, but I just knew when I was praying in the car, I just knew that I was asking God to like show me. Like I remember that so much. I was like, God, show me. And I quit my jobs. Like I kind of like isolating myself, which I'm not super proud of. I don't like the fact that I like to isolate myself. Maybe because it's an only child thing. And I'm a Cancer. I hate to bring astrology in it, but you know, I do suffer from the only child syndrome. So the thing for me to do is to isolate. And I don't like that. But so the point is, I started my spiritual journey when I was 23 years old, and I knew that God was going to call me to move back home to understand who I am better. Even though I was raised to never forget where I come from, but you know, if you on this spiritual journey, and if you a healer or an empath, you got to go back to the beginning of your beginning to understand your bloodline, to understand your lineage. So the point I'm making is that I knew that God was going to call me back, you know, to go back home, to really move back to Mississippi. And my family have been like so supportive, and I feel like, you know, making this move, I am like stepping into like the next phase of my womanhood, because I'm 26 now. I did that prayer when I was 23, and ever since then the universe been challenging me. I've been getting so closer to my ancestors. Like I've done so much reading. Like I don't understand, man. Like I don't want to call it suffering, but I put in the time, man. Crying, like late nights crying, like just figuring out like what the fuck is going on, but God breaking me down to build me up. And you know, I'm just so blessed that, you know, I'm one of the chosen ones. I don't know if this sounds crazy, I really don't care, but you know, so the point of this video is I just really want to, like, I'm going to document, I'm going to hold myself accountable, and like really show you guys me, because I'm not really into Instagram, man. I'm not really into, like, I be on there or whatever to keep up, you know, with people's lives, because whatever. But other than that, man, I view life like so much bigger than like social media. I just don't want to do the social media shit. I literally just want to like document and move on to the next thing or whatever. So, you know, I'm here. I posted it, so hopefully I can keep up. I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna give myself baby steps to do or whatever, because I am a procrastinator, and sometimes I do feel like I overshare too much, but you can never overshare. That's just a me thing. But yeah, man, I'm just excited about like what life is about to do. Like things would never be the same. I really can't talk about it a lot right now, but I just know like life is about to change. Like God said, you know, give me a month of your time. No phone. Well, I'm gonna be on my phone for sure, but you know, like no social media, no, just like doing what you're supposed to do. Like stop playing games, do what you're supposed to do. I'm giving you the visions, you have the ideas, you're just lacking execution because of, you know, your personal reasons. And I'm okay. Thank you. and I've just been procrastinating because, relationships and, being loyal to people who don't even deserve my loyalty at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, putting myself on the back burner. And I'm not blaming anybody because that's a personal decision that I chose to do. And I'm not mad at it. But what I am saying is for 2021 and moving forward, what I have learned within those 30 years, and especially 2020, is like, ain't nobody gonna look out for you the way you look out for yourself. Let me repeat myself. Nobody. I don't care how much of a healer you think you are. I don't care if you have a savior complex. I don't care how much an empath you think you are or whatever. Ain't nobody gonna look out for you the way that you look out for yourself. Heal yourself and then worry about other people. Put the mask on yourself and then put the mask on people. You know what I'm saying? Because people will drain you. They will. And before you know it, life has went on. Like, these relationships, like, they will drain you. People will latch on to you because of your energy, because of your aura, and that's the problem that I have. People can't figure out why they are attracted to me, but people latch on to me, and it drains me. You know what I'm saying? And when I get drained, I can't move. I can't think. I can't, I'm like out of mind, out of sight. It's like I'm a freaking zombie, but, that's my challenge that I have to overcome. But I'm here to say, you can't save nobody. You're not here to save anybody. You're here to inspire and to, be your authentic self and to speak your piece about your journey and whatever it is that, the universe is throwing your way. But other than that, you can't save nobody. Worry about yourself, put yourself in position and do whatever it is the fuck that you want to do, because people, like I said, they will see your light and they'll be attracted to you, and they can't understand why you are in the position that you're in, and they think they can live your life better than you. But people just don't understand, like, you got your own journey, you got your own shit you gotta go through. God purified everybody in different ways, and it manifests in different ways. Everybody have different journeys, everybody have different backgrounds, everybody have different thought process, and that's a mentality that I have when I walk this world. I don't think that I can save people. I want to save the planet. Like, I want to save Mother Nature. I want to protect the environment, and because the environment, Mother Nature, is fucking harmless, but I don't ever think I can save anybody, and I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I want to inspire, but I don't want to save anybody. But I'm hoping that, me being open, me being vulnerable, me, showing my journey, whatever, it will inspire, somebody out there like me, or, who's from the same soul group and who have the same, thought process or whatever. Hopefully this can help ease you as you're going through your journey, because, one thing for sure, two things for certain, you're going to go through what you go through. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no ifs and buts about it. And, with social media, we highlight the good, but nobody really document, or, some people do. A lot of people do document, their struggle or whatever, but you don't really put too much emphasis on it. You just really look at the good, and you're like, that's what I want, but you don't understand. You really don't understand the blood, sweat, and tears that go into something until you experience it, and experience is the best teacher. So that's really what I want my message to be, is, experience is the best teacher. You can't compare nobody's journey, because, I always hear, I know I'm blessed. I know that I'm blessed. I know that, I know that I'm a blessed individual. Like, favor ain't fair, and I got favor all on me. You know what I'm saying? And people tell me all the time, like, oh, I'm so proud of you, and, But the truth is, man, like, and I appreciate that. I do, because like I said, I don't want to like shortchange myself and say like I have not been putting in work, because I've been putting in work in other ways, but I've also been through things in other ways, like mentally and spiritually. Those are my battles. You know, some people battles show up physically. Some people battles show up, you know, I don't know, things manifest differently for different people, you know, but my shit is all mental and spiritual, you know. But, you know, for example, what I was getting to, for example, you know, people like, oh my God, I'm so proud of you doing the damn thing. But you, on the other hand, you're like, you don't know what the hell I'm going through behind closed doors. You do not know. People think like you got the world, but they do not know what comes with that. They don't know, you know, the people that surround you, like, you know. So that's another thing. That's another message that I want to like give people. Another gem. Take everything you see on social media with a grain of salt. But yeah, I think that's all I gotta say. I just wanted to like get that out while, you know, it was in my head to do so, or while I was, you know, placing my spirit to do so. So, yeah, just, you know, stay tuned. Like, y'all, I'm just a country girl with big dreams. That's all, nothing more, nothing less. I'm all for family, spiritual shit, getting money, and, you know, and living my life and just gaining better understanding of the world. I don't fuck with drama. I don't be in a mix. You know what I'm saying? I hate confrontation. I don't like arguing. You know what I'm saying? I don't like hate. I don't like haters. I don't like being around haters. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't have a lot of friends, and I'm not around a lot of people like that. It ain't really nothing to it. You know, I'm a model, photographer, creative director. I just want to really get paid for being me. You know, I really just want to document my life and keep it pushing. There's really nothing more to the story. But, yeah, man, fuck these haters, man. Live your life. It's 2021. Even though New Year's don't start until the flowers bloom with me, but it's a new year for the world, the Georgian, I think that's how you say it, the Georgian calendar. The Georgian or Georgian? Gregorian calendar. But, you know, I'm about to hibernate. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to hibernate in Mississippi. And when I come back out that bitch, like all the downloads that's about to happen, all the tea the ancestors about to give to me, the connection that's about to go on, you know, being around my family, uplifting them. Like, and that's another thing. That's another reason why I'm moving back to Mississippi, because I want to put my energy into, and I know that, you know, another thing, in order to be a great leader, you gotta serve. And I know that I've been here to serve. I'm really good at serving people. I'm not a servant, but what makes me a good leader, and another thing why people like are attracted to me, is because I have such a very servant spirit, and I'm very resourceful, and I'm very innovative. So you know, a lot of people like that about me. But in 2020, I put most of my energy into people that did not reciprocate anything, but, you know, drain me of my energy, besides my certified family. But other than that, and Jasmine, sorry Jas, yeah, you didn't drain me of my energy. I love you, boo. Anyway, but it taught me a valuable lesson to not even taught me a valuable lesson, but once again, I just knew that the point is not to focus on the negative. The point is, I knew that the time was gonna come to where I would have to move back home to put my energy into, you know, people that love me, you know, put my energy into where I will physically see the seeds manifest, if that makes sense. So I'm 27 minutes in. Let me go into Angie's and get these lashes. Bye. Love you guys. Peace and blessings, but I'll still knock a mother sucker out. I got it, Mom.